I slip and slide right into the bathroom, like that freckled little fawn from the cartoon. And I ain't in there long before I get lonely, start looking for the first thing to hold me. On the cabinet there's a mirror, and on the inside, that's where all my good buddies sit, sunshine. They don't all get along, but that's alright. Like that one time, remember, on prom night. But I'm smarter than them, and I love a good fight. And I'll go when I go, and the time's right. If I could stop this aching in my knees, if I could quit this dragging of my feet, then I might make it out of this world alive. Coffee cups in a cigarettes and the fame. I don't trust no one, treat me in my pain. So I self-medicate every morning while I stare at the cracks in the flooring. What I'm trying to find is the right aid. I can put it on my card, I got Medicaid. But now, 'cause of new shit they brought in, I give up the lower tabs for Subaru. If I could stop this aching in my knees, if I could quit this dragging of my feet, then I might make it out of this world alive. If I could stop this aching in my knees, if I could quit this dragging of my feet, then I might make it out of this world alive.
Y'all, please make welcome by Lee County, Kentucky, over here on the 5-string banjo for you this evening. This is my best friend in the whole wide world. This is Miss Montana Hobbs. Please don't let me be a lonely old man, sitting up drinking coffee in some all-night truck stand. So silent and soft, so deathly alone. No wife and no That's Don Rogers on the fiddle and the electric guitar, y'all.
Y'all please welcome my best good friend in the whole wide world from Woodford County, Kentucky. This is Linda Jean Stokley. Me and Linda Jean have been singing for about 13 years now. Singing together. We've just known each other a long time. Anyway, this is a song we've probably been doing for a solid 10 years. It's been a staple in the repertoire. It's by the late great Gene Ritchie out of Perry County, Kentucky. Asheville, do you know who Gene Ritchie is? Okay. All right, well, don't let that happen again. When somebody says Gene Ritchie's name, you got to go, yeah, right like that. If you know it, you got to show it. Don't you be a dusty mother like me. I was born and raised at the mouth of a asshole, where the coal cars rode and rumbled by my door. I'm now standing in a rusty road, and the yelling and don't stop here no more. Where the coal cars rode and rumbled by my door. I'm now standing in a rusty road, and the yelling ain't no stopping no more. There was leaves and grass going right up through the floor. I never thought I'd learn to love that coldness. I never thought I'd pray for the tippers roll. Oh, how I wish the grass would turn to money and greenbacks fill my pockets once more. I was born and raised at the mouth of a last hole, where the gold cars rode and rumbled by my door. I'm now standing in a rusty road, and the yelling in don't stop here no more. He don't like breathing this way, but it's lucky he's breathing it all. 35 years in a methane cave makes your lungs all black and raw. Got a pinch between his cheek and gum, got a pinched nerve in his neck. Rocking back and forth through the shuttle cars, he's rolling towards a nervous wreck. Way down in the hole, he earns his pay, it's dark and unforgiving. Digging this coal, digging his grave, he's dying to make a living. He's dying to make a living. He don't like walking this way, but it's lucky he's walking at all. Doctor said he's 5'8", but he used to stand 6 foot tall. Got a bone from his hip in his lower back, got screws in both his legs. Takes street work 'cause he's gotta have cash, now he's gotta have Percocet. Way down in the hole, he earns his pay, it's dark and unforgiving. Digging this coal, digging his grave, he's dying to make a living. He's dying to make a living. He don't like living this way, but it's lucky he's living it all. 35 years as a black jewel slave, praying that the roof don't fall. Not two heavy odds and 3 slip discs, sleeps when the metal's spine. Daydreams fade on the hoot owl ship when you work down in the mines. Way down in the hole, he earns his pay, it's dark and unforgiving. Digging this coal, digging his grave, he's dying to make a living. He's dying to make a living. He's dying, trying to make a living too.
Thank y'all for having us. We've never been here before. This place rules. Thank y'all to all the folks here for having us. Thanks, Sean. Thanks, Brandon. Thanks, everybody else. Y'all, please give a notion. Give a round of applause for Brandon back there running sound. Check one. Would y'all please help us make welcome our fabulous rhythm section? Over here on the electric bass, all the way from Rush, Kentucky, this is Mr. Chris Justice. Back here on the drum kit from West Bygod, West Bygod, Virginia, the wild and wonderful Mr. Max Nolte. We're gonna do a tune that we learned from a lady named Addie Graham. She was from Wolfe County, Kentucky, just kind of right down the road from where Montana's from. And we never got the chance to meet Addie Graham, but we've heard lots of recordings of her by way of her grandson, Rich Kirby. If you think we know a cool song, we probably learned it from Rich Kirby. He's the coolest motherfucker in Southwest Virginia. And he's a continuous inspiration for us, and this is one that we learned from Rich that his grandmother had learned. She was known kind of around her community as a human tape recorder because people would come through the town on the railroad, and she would learn all sorts of songs and music from them, and she could remember hundreds of songs without any capacity to write them down or record them. So she was a bad bitch. This song is called Darling, Don't You Know That's Wrong?
Don't you know that's wrong? Darling, don't you know that's wrong? Love another woman and you don't love me, babe. Don't you know that's wrong? I can't get a letter from home. I can't get a letter from home. Trains on the track ain't coming back. I can't get a letter from I can't get along with you. I can't get along with you. Work for my money, bring it all to you. What else can a poor girl do? Now, darling, sidetrack that man. Darling, sidetrack that man. Sidetrack that man. Come and go with me, you know I'll treat you right. Now who's gonna show your feet? Tell me who's gonna glove your hand? Who's gonna kiss your rosy cheeks while I'm in a foreign land? Where Papa will shoe my feet, Mother will glove my hand, Baby will kiss my rosy cheeks while you're in a foreign land. Darling, don't you know that's wrong? Love another woman or you don't love me, babe. Don't you know that's
Yo, that's Miss Montana Hobbs again on the 5-string banjo. She plays a very archaic style that isn't really common that much anymore. So, I mean, it's alive and well in pockets of, thankfully, in pockets of Kentucky and West Virginia and Southeast Ohio and North Carolina. So thank you all. Thank you all for coming out and hearing some people tune banjos. That takes a special kind of person.
By people, she means me.
my cranium open, repair what is broken. I just need a little rewire. Maybe then I won't cry or need the SSR eyes fix me like a blown amplifier. Thank you. Hell yeah.
Hey y'all, that's Linda Jean Stokley on the harmonium. We are a union band, so that's her 15-minute break to sit down.
If you think it is a break to sit down in standing only pants and scream, these folks up here, they don't know jack shit. They think they're doing me a favor. Not a day over 25. We've been riding around in the van. We've been road dogging hard, and it ain't for the faint of heart, y'all. And I'll tell you what, you have no fucking idea if anyone is going to ever be at a show. So truly, thank you all so much for being here. You never know. It's a gamble.
Thank you. I think it's like having a show is kind of like planning your birthday party every single week. You know what I mean? And you're like, nobody's coming. I got all this food, you know. We got all this stuff. So if you want some hors d'oeuvres, back at the merch table. Y'all give it up one more time for Chris McGinnis for opening the show, for being here with us tonight. Great to see him. Can I ask y'all a question? No? Okay. Do you think Parker Posey in White Lotus is from Asheville? No. You're supposed to say no. Where's she from? I know where Parker Posey's from. Where's her character from in North Carolina? Durham. Shit, never mind. I'm sorry. I'll just get into the next song. Sorry. 1, 2, 3. When my granddaddy was a boy, he walked for miles and miles from Buchanan to old Jane Lou to find a place to stay away. It wasn't a home he made his own, but one for wayward just the one, but the only truth I've ever known. You can't take it with you when you're gone. Stand on it, VR. In 1945, shot his gunner down in broad daylight, crying glory be, what a day to die, but you'll never have me alive. And after 4 days he was saved at sea, floated out home by the enemy, took him home to die with some dignity, that's better than I deserve. It's just another place to be alone, another war that can't be won. If I could pull my boots back on, I'd still be alive with just the one, but the only truth I've ever known. You can't take it with you when you're gone. Yeah, the only truth I've ever known. You can't take it with you when you're gone. My favorite horse is buried on this farm. We would ride amongst the orchard rows and be scared of snakes together. I was riding high from toes to crown, my head held up, my heels thrust down. That's the way I carry myself today. Throw me in the thicket when I die. Let the earth reclaim my body. Worms devour my insides. It's fed me now for oh so long. I'll feed it for days bygone, and for all that's worth to you, I'd let it fall. My daddy said he'd die upon his farm. For the time even closer to the Lord's foreclosure, his soul dispersed along this ground. Somebody hauled him into town. Still I place little tractors on his grave. Throw me in the thicket when I die. Let the earth reclaim my body. Worms devour my insides. It's fed me now for oh so long. I'll feed it for days bygone, and for all that's worth to you, I'd let it fall. You don't need no flowers or epitaph to nurse the trees your baby's craft. The graveyard's getting overrun these days. So throw me in the thicket when I die. Let the earth reclaim my body. Let the worms devour my insides. It's fed me now for oh so long. I'll feed it for days bygone, and for all that's worth to you, I'd let it fall.
Y'all feel like hollering? Y'all feel like maybe doing a little sing-along or something? All right, hell yeah. This is old Lead Belly tune.
Thank you all very much. That's Don Rogers on the fiddle, Max Nolte on the drums, Chris Justice on the bass. Boys!
Some good boys. Is there a show going on downstairs? All right. We're gonna do this really sweet one. Yeah. Did they hear us? Oh, Sally, my dear, it's you I'd be kissing. Oh, Sally, my dear, it's you I'd be kissing. She smiled and replied, you don't know what you're missing. Oh, Sally, my dear, I wish I could wed you. Oh, Sally, my dear, I wish I could bed you. She smiled and replied, you don't think I'd misled you. If all you young men were heirs on the mountain, if all you young men were heirs on the mountain, how many young girls would take guns and go hunting? But the young men could sing like blackbirds and thrushes. If the young men could sing like blackbirds and thrushes, how many young girls would go beat in the bushes? If all you young men were fish in the water, if all you young men were fish in the water, how many young girls would undress and dive after? But the young men are given to frisking and fooling. But the young men are given to frisking and fooling. I'll leave them home and attend to my schooling. Again, thank y'all. Thanks for just listening to two bands at once. That's something else, y'all. Oh, you can only hear. Well, I couldn't hear you at all, and I really appreciated that. But I could hear them, and that's okay. They're playing rock and roll, and I get it. It's fun. But we're gonna leave you with one more. This is one that we've been singing all over the world. I swear, we've been singing this song for like 12 years, or maybe longer. This is an old favorite now, and in its purest sense, it is a protest song. But I wrote this song in response to a film. If you like to watch movies, might I suggest Appalshot Media Institute out of Whitesburg, Kentucky. There's a phenomenal media institute in the southernmost eastern corner of Kentucky, where they've been putting out documentary films and records for over 50 years now. And it's, Appalachian art made by Appalachians. It's really phenomenal. And there's a film called Sludge, and it's about a sludge pond incident. I'm sure that most of you all are very familiar with sludge ponds, but if you're not, they're the byproduct of mining bituminous coal. There's this black tarry substance that nobody knows what to do with. It's chemical byproduct. It's this black tarry waste that they dam up into man-made ponds and lakes, and they flood valleys and streams, and it's an absolute eyesore, that's for sure. But we've been told in our communities that one day they will eventually harden, and we can raise our families upon them. So we're really looking forward to that impending future. They'll make a hell of a parking lot. But if you get a chance, watch this film. It is about this incident in particular, because as being a coal-mining state yourself, you probably know that ain't no thing. That kind of shit happens all the time when a dam will bust and will flood a town with this toxic waste. But this happened to be one of the largest accounts of this ever happening, and it barely made Kentucky news, let alone national news. This was 90 times larger than the Exxon Valdez spill that happened off the coast of Alaska in the 90s. It was like 380 million gallons of toxic waste, and they're still cleaning it up to this day. So we wrote this song for the people of Martin County because they are funny and proud and resilient, and they deserve a song, and they deserve to have their voices heard. And so we speak up for them every single night that we take stage, because it matters. Your actions matter. But this is a song that we wrote for the people of Martin County, Kentucky, y'all. It's called Cigarette Trees. Top off that sludge pond, run black through our sinks, heavy on the corn when we fill up our drinks. Dig out our coal, turn it into cash, starve out our homelands, but keep your wallets fat. Shake down our houses with big old drag lines and bury our families deep in them mines. Why not plant cigarette trees? They'd burn faster than you'd log bees. Fill up them valleys, slurry them streams. Big old king coal, don't you lose any sleep. Big old mountain with your broad form deed. Kill animal and human, never plant an herb. You can't help but leave the sky, we can still flip you the bird. What will we do with no mountains to climb, and you disappear when you shut down the mines? Pray God gives you mercy to the place you should dwell. You don't burn like coal when you're sentenced to hell. Why not plant cigarette trees? They burn faster than you log these. Fill up them valleys, slurry them streams. A big old king coal, don't you lose any sleep. Thank y'all so much.
We'll see y'all next time. Tiffany Bartender. Thank you to Chris McGinnis. Thank you, Brandon. Y'all have a great night. We love y'all.
All right. Since
What do you want to hear?
oh shit, as a throwback, Don Rogers wrote that song. For years, we used to travel around and just sing Don Rogers songs, and he would go and play gigs, and they'd be like, man, it's so cool that you play all those local honey songs. And he was like, God damn it, I wrote those fucking songs. We said, get in our band now. Okay, do you know it? Yeah. Will you help me remember it? Oh, shit. This is being recorded. Okay, here goes to nothing. Okay, you asked for this. Remember that. Uh-oh. I'm about ready to pull this out of my ass. Will you help me? Well, the junkyard man has good times, while the poor man has hard times. Full of transmissions, radiators, brake lines, where the junkyard man means dollar signs. Greasy ends, blood and knuckle strip threads, tires showing metal where the word treads. A grease monkey's money on an oil pan means a T-bone steak for the junk man. The junk man, the junk man. When the people get the blues, well, he gets a new pair of shoes. But the poor man, he's on the junk plan. The recession hits him hard and it's back to the old junkyard. With transmission fluid in the bare dirt, in the back seat window there's a dirty shirt. The wheels growing up through the weeds growing up through the wheel wells will crush everything you can't sell. Fucking love that. There's dried up blood on the dashboard and a handful of change laying in the floor. The young people died before they should, but them rear corner panels look pretty good. The junk man, the junk man. When the people get the blues, well, he gets a new pair of shoes. But the poor man, he's on the junk plan. The recession hits him hard and it's back to the old junkyard. Broke down by the roadside cause the alternator quit and the car died. Got no money for his sweetheart cause he spent it all down at the junkyard. The junkyard man has good times while the poor man has hard times. Full of transmissions, radiators, brake lines. For the junkyard man means dollar signs. The junk man, the junk man. When the people get the blues, well, he gets a new pair of shoes. But the poor man, he's on the jungle plan. The recession hits him hard and it's back to the old junkyard. The recession hits him hard and it's back to the old junkyard. Thank y'all. Now, we didn't do half bad, considering we ain't sung that song in like 6 years. We did it. Thank y'all.